The chocolate making journey is very fascinating. I did a course called Young African Leadership Initiative in Nairobi, Kenya, at Yali RLC, Nairobi. And when I came back to Uganda, I was the second country chairperson for Yali Uganda. During my tenure, we used to move around the country, talking to young people about entrepreneurship, leadership, civic, and public management. In one of the sessions, a girl asked me what I would do to help her mother, who is selling cocoa beans cheaply to brokers and was earning less than $1 per kilogram. I told them to start adding value. When I returned and shared the story, I was told that is a big task for that young girl. I need to find a way to add value to cocoa and provide market for those women, including her mother. So that's how it started. So in 2017, I talked to a few friends and we started investigating and researching about chocolate addition. And I visited Ritter Sport chocolate company in Stuttgart, Germany, saw how they make it. And right now we are officially making it in the country. We are still at a startup level, but it is really good and it is highly promising. So in 2021, we decided to incorporate Growing Musket Limited. We now make C&T Dulcet chocolate, and we buy cocoa from the rural women farmers to add value to it and sell it back to people like you who buy chocolate bars, drinking powder, chocolate powder, cocoa butter, and those who buy the husks to use it in tea and in manure. So I still work with Uganda Civil Aviation Authority. I'm a senior aeronautical information management officer. I've never left my job because that is where I get the annual capital additions I make to increase on the capital equipment required in the company. I do salary loans. That is where I get my capital. It is the easiest way to get money to start a business. So let no one lie to you that leave your job and go and start a business. You need your job. Never miss work. Always prioritize your work. But have a team doing the business on your behalf. I have a team that runs the business, and all I do is supervise over the weekend or in the night when I leave work. But I'm always at the airport working. I give my employer priority because I have to keep facilitating the loan, servicing it using my salary for the next period of years until when the business will be fully self-reliant to employ me and pay me more than I earn currently at the Civil Aviation Authority. Balancing between my business and my daytime job has been so tricky, but priority is given to my employer because that is where I get salary to facilitate my loan. The best I did, however, was to set up a team that runs the business on my behalf. Though I have to spend late night hours reviewing their daily activities, seeing what went wrong and leaving recommendations on what to improve the next day. So this has in the past taken a lot of my resting hours and taken a lot of my peace during the day because I have to struggle with less sleep. And secondly, the challenge of raising working capital is big. The chocolate investment is very humongous. My budget now is about $4 million US, which I cannot easily raise through my salary loans. However, we are working towards that. As the team works and brings in revenue, I also grow career-wise and on an annual basis, keep getting top-ups to inject money into the business. So that's why I was telling you, prioritize your job. Give it your best. Hire a team to run your business. Be a spectator, be a supervisor, and only open opportunities for the business to grow. Open market opportunities for your products to move out. Don't be the one in the kitchen cooking while at the same time selling. Be the overseer, network, but never leave your job unattended. To the big dreamers out there, this is for you. Dream as big as you want. They used to say chocolate comes from Switzerland. Right now in Uganda, we make it. We make the best coffee in the world. We have the best cocoa in the world. Uganda has a huge potential if it is about value addition. The economy is big enough for value addition. But the tech dreamers, you need to dream beyond the Ugandan borders. Our tech industry is good, but cannot sustain you. If you're doing tech, you need to think global. Start with the requirements in the country, then grow globally. However, compliance is key. You can never go beyond just a dream if you're not compliant. Look at all the legal requirements for any business you want to do, but most importantly, start now. Do not wait to retire because you will not have the energy to do the tasks that I'm currently doing while I am still working. Once you retire, that should be time for you to move with your wives or your spouses and children all over the world, enjoying the rest of your life, not struggling to earn income. Start now, build an extra stream of income so that when you hit your 55 or 60 years, you have endless tickets to move the globe without any worry.